Hi guys, welcome to Cocinando con los Tiwits or Cooking with the Tiwits. It's the same thing. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious shrimp cocktail. It is a really easy way to make it, and it has just very simple ingredients, but it is delicious. For our shrimp cocktail, we're gonna use this frozen shrimp that I get from Costco. It's very difficult to find fresh seafood here where I live, so I always use this shrimp from Costco, and it's very delicious and it's very fresh, and I just love the flavor, and it also comes like clean already, so you don't have to worry about cleaning the shrimp. The only thing that we have to remove to make our shrimp cocktail is the tail, because it comes with the tail. The amount that I'm using today is the whole bag, which is 2 pounds of shrimp, and I'm making shrimp cocktails for 5 people. To thaw it, we're gonna use cold water. We are using cold water because if you use hot water for this step, the shrimp is gonna start cooking and it's not gonna taste the same. So we're just gonna use cold water for this step. If you want this process to be faster, just change the water every 10 minutes and the shrimp is gonna be ready to cook it faster, but don't add hot water, please. Okay, I have my shrimp ready here. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of water so they can be completely covered with the water, and I'm gonna let them sit here so they can thaw. You can also stir them and mix them a little bit, and that's gonna help the process be a little bit faster. It really doesn't take a long time for the shrimp to be ready, and if you want to do it faster, like I said, you can just keep changing the water every 10 minutes. Put the water in that is at room temperature and just mix them and then throw away the water, and that helps the process to be a little bit faster. Okay, I'm gonna leave my shrimp here and I'm gonna start working on the next steps, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Cocinando con los Tiwits and activate the bell so you can start getting all of our new videos. And I also have a lot of videos there already with delicious recipes, and I'm gonna be making the videos in both languages, English and Spanish. And also, I'm gonna be making a lot of recipes with shrimp because I love shrimp. So please activate the bell and subscribe to our channel. Okay, the next step is to get water in a pot to boil it. We're gonna add onion and we're gonna add tomato and we're gonna add garlic and some chicken bouillon, like around half a spoon. And it depends on how salty you want it to, and the chicken bouillon is gonna help a lot with the flavor too. So we are just gonna take all these and we're gonna start to boil this. And when the water starts to boil, we're just gonna put the heat down a little bit and we're gonna let it boil for around 5 to 10 minutes just so all the flavors come out of the spices. Okay, the next ingredients that we're gonna start getting ready are the onion, tomato, avocados, cucumber, limes, crackers. We're also gonna use some spicy sauce. If you want spicy sauce, I like this Valentina, Tapatio, habanero sauce. We're gonna use some ketchup and some clamato. Okay, we're gonna start getting this ready. We just need to chop the onion and the tomato and the cucumber in little squares, and we need to slice the avocado and limes too. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, I am done chopping my onion, tomatoes, cucumbers. I slice my limes and my avocado. I'm just gonna leave it like this. And then when I put it in my cocktail, I'm gonna chop it in little squares. And this is all we need to make our shrimp cocktails. All of the ingredients are optional, but this is how I make it and it comes out delicious. Okay, let's go check our shrimp. Our shrimp is ready, and like I said, I'm using this shrimp that is frozen. I'm using 2 pounds of shrimp for 5 people. Of course, if you use less shrimp per cocktail or more shrimp for cocktail, you're gonna need more shrimp or less shrimp, but this is what I use. Okay, so my shrimp is already ready. Now we're gonna start removing the little tails from the shrimp because the shrimp comes with tail, and I like to remove them before I start cooking them. Okay, I removed all the tails already, and my shrimp are ready to start putting them in the pot to start boiling them. The tails, I'm just gonna throw them away. Okay, let's go check our water or broth that is boiling. And it looks like it's already boiling. So as you can see, all the flavors are starting to come out of the garlic, tomato, and onion. We're just gonna let it sit and boil a little bit more for around 10 minutes. We're just gonna put our fire down to medium low and let it boil. After 5 minutes, we're gonna come and check our broth again, and we're gonna remove the tomato, the onion, and the garlic. Okay, we are back, and my water has boiled for 10 minutes. As you can see, all the broth has all the flavor that came out from the garlic, the onion, and the tomato. And now we are ready to start removing them. Okay, I'm gonna start removing my garlic, my onion. I'm gonna remove all the tomatoes, and it's starting to smell delicious with all the flavors that came out of all of the tomato, garlic, onions, and with the chicken bouillon. And now our broth is ready to add the shrimp. I'm gonna start adding my shrimp little by little, and this is a very important step so you don't overcook the shrimp. The shrimp is gonna cook very fast. We're just gonna add all the shrimp, and since the shrimp was a little bit cold still, the water stopped boiling, but it is super hot. And we're just gonna start mixing all our shrimp, and when you see that pink color coming out of the shrimp, they start changing to a pink color. You're just gonna start mixing them, and we're only gonna let them cook in here for around 2 to 3 minutes because the shrimp cooks really fast. And if you overcook it, it doesn't have the same flavor. As you can see, it's already starting to look pink with that beautiful color and delicious. Okay, we let our shrimp cook here for around 2 to 3 minutes, and as you can see, the shrimp is ready. And the best way to know if it's ready, you can take one out and just taste it and just make sure that they're ready. And now we're gonna go with the next step, which is to start taking out of shrimp of our water, and we're gonna stir the water out in a strainer, and we're just gonna move it to cold water so the shrimp doesn't keep cooking with the heat. So I'm just gonna put them in cold water and then strain all the water out, and then I'm just gonna put them in a container, and we're gonna take them to the fridge and let them sit there for a little bit so they get cold enough for our cocktail. Okay, look at the broth that we have left from where we cooked the shrimp. It looks delicious. It has that delicious pink color. And we're gonna use this broth to add it to our shrimp cocktail. I'm gonna take it, let it cool down a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it in a little container too, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge so it cools down, so it's nice and cold when we add it to our cocktail. Okay, after around 30 minutes, our shrimp is nice and cold and it's ready. And I also have the broth that we took out of the pot that we boiled the shrimp in, and it's nice and cold too, and it's ready to add it to our cocktail. Okay, I have all the ingredients ready here to make our cocktail, and we're gonna start making one cocktail first. Okay, the first ingredient that we're gonna add is some clamato juice, and then we're gonna add some onion and put as much as you like, and then we're gonna add some tomato, and we're gonna add some cucumber. Again, I like to make them separate one by one so You can add the ingredients that you like. If somebody doesn't like something, you just don't add it, or if somebody likes more of something, you just add more of that. The next ingredient that I'm gonna add is the ketchup. Gonna put a little bit more ketchup, and then we are going to keep mixing it as we go. So we're gonna mix all the ingredients that we have here already. We are mixing them so all the flavors mix together. And then I'm gonna add the lemon juice. So I'm gonna squeeze half of the lemon in here. Now that everything is mixed, and I like it with a lot of lime. We're using limes this time, I guess, not lemons. And we're just gonna put all the juice in there, and we are going to keep mixing it as we go. And now we're gonna add the most important ingredient. We're gonna add the shrimp, and you can add as much shrimp as you want. This is what I'm gonna use for this cocktail, that I think is gonna be enough to make my cup full. Now we're gonna mix it again, and we are going to add that juice, the broth that we took out from the shrimp when we boil it, that is nice and cold already, because we put it in the fridge too when we put the shrimp. And this is gonna add a lot of flavor to our cocktail. So make sure you include some of this broth in there, and then just keep mixing it with your cocktail. So again, all the flavors mixed together. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I think it needs a little bit more. And I'm gonna mix it again, and I'm gonna get it ready to transfer it to my glass cup. And the kids really like how they look in the glass cup, and they love it, so I like to transfer it in a glass cup for them. We can also just leave it here in this little bowl and just eat it like that, which for me I like it better because it has more room. But this time we're gonna put it in the glass cup so you can see the presentation too. So you're just gonna put them in there, put some with a spoon, and as you see, it's starting to look like a cocktail that you get in a restaurant. It's really good. And we're just gonna keep adding it, and we're gonna put all the juices in there, and just be careful because it might be too much, but I guess in this occasion it was just like the perfect amount for my cup. So we're just gonna add all of them in there. Once you have all your shrimp in there, you can add a little bit more of everything on the top so it looks better, delicious, and then you can mix it in when you're eating it. So we are going to add some avocado, that we didn't mix it for this cocktail with the shrimp because my daughter doesn't like that much avocado. So we're just gonna put some on the top, and then we're gonna put some tomato. We're gonna put a little bit of onion, and we are going to put some cucumber in the top, and then we are going to put some ketchup on the top, and look how nice and delicious it's looking already. And if you like hot sauce, then you add hot sauce. And look, it's ready, this delicious cocktail. And we are going to add some crackers to our plate so you can serve it on the table with the plate. And you just put some crackers on the side. That's what you eat with your cocktail. These are just regular salty crackers. You can use any ones you want. We're gonna put our spoon right here, and we are going to put a piece of lime, half a lime, some lime, just to put it in the plate in case you just want to add some more. And look how delicious it looks. Okay, this cocktail is ready. Now we are going to make one more. The first ingredient that we're gonna put in our next cocktail, we're gonna add some clamato juice again, and we're gonna start adding all the ingredients. We're gonna put some onion, we're gonna put some tomato, we're gonna add the cucumber, and we are going to keep adding all our ingredients. I'm gonna add the ketchup, and I like it with a lot of ketchup, so I'm gonna put a lot of ketchup. And I'm gonna put habanero. This one is for me, and I like it super spicy, so I'm gonna put some habanero sauce. And I'm gonna add some of the tapatio sauce that is not as spicy as the habanero, but it has good flavor that my cocktail needs. Okay, now I have all the ingredients here for my next cocktail, and I'm gonna start mixing it. So all the flavors again come out and mix all together. And I'm gonna add some of the shrimp broth, and I'm gonna mix it again. And I'm also going to add to this cocktail some of the avocado, because I like the avocado and I like it with a lot of avocado. And I'm just gonna mix in it, being careful so I don't smash the avocado. Okay, now we are going to add the shrimp to this cocktail, and we are going to start mixing it. Again, it's as much shrimp as you want for your cocktail. And I'm gonna start mixing it. Look how delicious it looks. Now I'm gonna add the lime. I like my cocktail with a lot of lime, so I am going to add the lime, just half a lime. And if you like it a lot, you put more. If you don't like the lime that much, just put a little bit, but I like it this way and it tastes delicious. So we're gonna start mixing our cocktail. And like I said, this one I'm just gonna leave it in this little bowl because I like it in here because it gives me more room to mix things. But both ways look super good if you put it in the glass cup or if you leave it here. You can serve it the same way. You put it on a plate and put some crackers around and a piece of lime. And you can add, again, a little bit more of onion, tomato, and cucumbers on the top, avocado, just for a presentation to serve it at the table, and it looks so good. And our cocktail is ready to serve it, and it looks delicious, tastes delicious. I'm gonna add a little bit of ketchup right here, just so it looks good. And when you mix all these again, all the flavors are gonna get combined and it's gonna taste delicious. I'm gonna put some habanero sauce too. And your cocktail is ready to serve and ready to eat, and it looks delicious. And this is the one that we made earlier that is in the glass cup, and as you can see, both of them look so good. This is one of the best cocktails that I have ever had, and they're delicious.